writer's block in 5 easy steps. Step number 4, move. Move your body. Now, on last week's video, I promised you I would embarrass myself with a hairbrush microphone. That is still true. I actually embarrassed myself so much with the hairbrush microphone that I broke my hairbrush into 2 pieces. Actually 3 pieces. I lost the other one. Yep, 3rd piece here. I don't even understand how they ever went together. Doesn't feel like that went there. You'll definitely meet people who say, exercise is not gonna help me get out of writer's block, and maybe it won't. But there are lots of studies and tests being done by people who are much smarter than I am about exactly this. A few years ago, Stanford did this study where they took 176 college students and other adults, and they had them do divergent thinking. Divergent thinking is just a fancy way of saying what we do when we generate ideas, trying out a bunch of different ideas together. What they discovered was that the creative output increased by 60% among the groups of people who were walking instead of sitting. Next time you're completely hitting a wall, stand up. Get away from your desk and just walk. You could go outside, walk down your porch steps, for example, walk by a bush. Walk by some flowers, stop and smell the flowers. Walk in front of your house, walk in a park, walk down a sidewalk in a nice green place. Walk with your dog, pet a dog. Walk with purpose, walk with no purpose. Walk in circles. Walk in a square. They've done recent studies showing that the hippocampus is a seat of imagination. When you exercise, new brain cells are born in the hippocampus. So with more brain cells, you have more ability to imagine and create. Your brain is actually growing in there when you go out for a jog or jump in the pool to swim or dance around your house at night with a bottle of wine or a glass, just a glass. Who needs the whole bottle? If you're like me, going to the gym is scary because people who go to the gym are gym people. What up, Bob? What up, Jeff? And I'm not a gym person. I'm a writer. I just sit alone all day with my laptop. For those of you who like gym time, great. Go to the gym. Hit that treadmill. Sometimes I want to get on the treadmill. Put on my pink pants, step on that thing, and I am just off to the races. I'm not actually going anywhere because it's a treadmill, but in my mind, I am off to the races. Sometimes I like ellipticaling. Is that a verb? I don't know the verb form of ellipting. Sometimes being on the elliptical makes me feel like a superstar. Sometimes it makes me feel like a monkey holding bananas that move in my hands. There are other ways to exercise that don't require big men named Bob and Jeff on a weight machine. I think sometimes we writers think of ourselves as these sort of ephemeral beings with brains and stories in the ether. That's great, but we also do have bodies, and if you're not taking care of your body might be like, dude, I'm not gonna give you any story ideas, you're gonna be blocked because you have to take care of me. Think of your body like a dog. Your dog is going to remind you that it needs to be walked, and even if you forget, your dog does not forget. Your body also wants to be walked, it wants to be moved, it wants to be like taken places, so listen to it. Take it somewhere. Take it on stage. Do cartwheels for an audience of no one. Go to an aerobics class. Take a Zumba class. I like Zumba. Move your body. That's today's tip, and honestly, it sounds simple, and it is simple, but it can really push you out of writer's block. Trust me, it's worked for me. The times in my life when I'm most blocked and frankly most depressed, which I'll talk about in a future video, are when I'm not moving. I forget to move for weeks and sometimes months at a time, and it is so hard for me to get momentum when I'm in those periods of my life. But there's a reason why I'm not writing in those periods. It's all tied together. My brain isn't moving, the ideas aren't moving out of me, and I'm not moving physically either. When I push myself to move, when I make myself go to a Zumba class, or I force myself to the gym, or even force myself to walk around the block, things start moving and shifting in my brain. It really does make a difference. There's one way of moving my body that I love unequivocally: dancing. I'm not formally trained as a dancer. I didn't do like 10 years of ballet. But I love to move, and I love to be silly, and I love to listen to music and let it pour through me and just go wild. In my gym, there's this big room where they do Zumba classes and yoga, but every day between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. it's empty. I bring my phone, I bring my earbuds, I have a playlist, and I just rock out. You don't need a mirror to dance, you don't need a fancy dance floor, you don't need shoes, you don't need anything, you just need yourself. If you're worried about your family, your partner, whoever laughing at you, fine. Turn off the lights and just dance around your house or your apartment. I have done that so many times, and I feel so much better because there's just something that happens when you're moving and you're in your body and you're listening to music you love. Everything just feels okay. Thank you so much for watching today's video about moving. In next week's video, I will be setting things on fire. If you like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe to my channel, go forth into the world, move your body, tell me what kinds of things you do to get yourself moving and get the blood pumping, and then come back next week and see me again. Speak bravely, or forever hold your piece of hairbrush.